So today we will learn about your visualization in Python. Okay. What is the meaning of visualization? That
Maybe
yeah,
maybe visualizing the data, how to show the data.
correct. In the form of graphs or charts. Okay.
Graph, yes.
So showing the data in the form of graphs or charts. Okay. First of all, why we need the visualization? Important point is that. Okay. So, like in the last class, you have seen that, right? We were talking about the descriptive analysis, right? If you remember,
Yes, yes.
we were talking about the description that there is a central tendency, dispersons, and everything. Now, the important point is that visualization, why we need it. The point is that if you have a suppose 1,000 rows of data, okay, different columns, okay, or 1,000 rows of data is that it is about the marks itself, okay. Now, going through the data one by one may not be able to give you any conclusive sort of information. Okay, you can see the individual independent result. Okay, at a larger level, summarization level, if you want to check it, okay, then if it is represented by the graphics or it is given by certain descriptive values, okay, whether it is a form of the central tendency, mean, median, mode, okay, standard deviation, or that quartiles, IQRs, okay, this person, we are able to understand the data in a larger perspective, how the nature of the data and everything is that. Graphs gives you the same type of information in a visual form, not only the summarized information, okay, summarized information, also give the contrastive. It means that there is a contrastive, you can compare it, okay, and most important part is that your visual perception, okay. So the visual perception, it enables us, okay, to understand the data in a more elaborative way, okay. Instead of seeing the your information directly, the values, if you are seeing in the visual form, okay, not only the direct analytical perception of your body, mind works, but also it gives you the eyes to also understand it in forms of the color, more information is going, okay, not only the direct information, okay, it is going. So visualization plays very important role in terms of analyzing it, because
Mhm.
analysis becomes easier, correct. It becomes
Yes, yes.
easier because you can see the descriptive, the summarization part. There is a contrastive, okay, you can compare it, okay, also give the information, okay. And visual thing is that, so visual perceptions are there, okay. Now, in the visualization, in the visualization, so what is the purpose of visualization? Okay, purpose of the visualization, if you try to understand it, purpose of visualization. So
So
first,
we can say that if data is very large, it will be easy to understand through visualization than reading the Excel sheet or database.
correct, that is why it is used, right?
Yeah.
Even if you see the match, any match, the statistics are not given in the numerical, directly numerical format, okay. If you see that, there will be uses of the graphs and everything, okay.
Yeah.
uh, like
Like
in the 50 over,
e-charts.
yeah, 50 over match, how the run were scored across the 50 overs for by team 1, by team 2. So it says that how it is lagging or how much it is ahead of the another team, right? Instead of that, if I'll give you the over by over written values, okay, it may be difficult to understand it, when it went up, when it went down, okay. But at once, and it requires more effort, right? If you see that, suppose
Yeah.
in India has this type of graph, okay,
Mm.
and Pakistan has this type of graph, so you know that okay, after this overs, okay, this was there, okay. So you know that from this over to this over, this team played very well, okay. Their strike
Right.
rate was very high. Then they dipped down, okay, they were below the Indian team. Then this is there. So if you see how beautiful it is. Now if I put it over number one, India scored 10 runs, Pakistan scored 12 runs. Something like if I write it and 50 overs information, it will be hard. Okay. Definitely
Yeah.
information is there if you can receive it and you can compare it mentally very good, but it makes mind very easy to understand it because color also comes into picture.
Yeah.
Okay. The height
Easily
part gives
segregation
me
will
the
happen.
comparative
Yeah.
information. Correct.
Yes. Correct.
So for that reason, it is important. Another thing is for the analysis of the data. Okay, we can use different type of graphs and charts, okay, which has a very specific purposes, which has a very specific purpose, which has a very specific purpose for, okay, giving the output in a very specific way, okay, output which has a specific purpose. So this is there. Now in the visualization, analysis become easier, even understanding becomes very easy, okay, understanding becomes very easy. And like you have a two company one, company two, for the whole year, how the profit was there, okay. So company or the revenue was that company had this much of revenue, company two this much of revenue, it is across the year, okay, suppose it is 2020.
Okay.
So it is summarized information, it is giving you the total sum of the company revenue, okay, it is also giving the sum of the revenue. Now you know that company 2 is lagging by this much, okay. So you can summarize also, that is what I told you, okay. You can compare also, and the value it's you are getting. So this is what it is there. More than that, there are a lot of things. There are dashboards are created, okay. There are dashboards are there, there are many visualization tools are there, okay, like your BI tools, business intelligence tools are there, like Power BI,
Yeah.
Tableau. You must have heard of that, okay. So not only it represent the data, okay, the descriptive part of that, what has happened, also it provide that how one variable leads to the change in another variable, okay, that how variables are related to each other, okay. That is the I told you last class correlation.
Yes.
Correlation, okay. So how one variable is correlated with the increase of this variable, whether there is an increase of the variable 1, variable 2, it is an increase or it is a decrease, okay, whether it is related or not. At the same time, we can see the interactions impact, interaction effect. So BI tools have something like you can give the some filters, okay, some filters, okay, or you can create a different factors. If you click on one factor, it will say that if this is the only value, how the values are changed, okay. That the same thing you can do it here also in the Python, okay. But those are tools, so means it is easier to do it, it is easier to operate it, but similar type of things can be also done through the Python, okay. Interactions, you can see it, you can see one specific theme, around one theme you can get all the information around it, okay. So visualization means, as I told you, it has a special branch of the BI, okay. In the visualization, if you see that BI has a special job requirements, special people are there for the BI, okay. That
Okay.
Tableau expert, Power BI expert, okay, and which is equally good, okay. One information trivia part here, that nowadays there was a 2 or 3 years back or 5 years back, some research was conducted, okay. So out
Okay.
of that, majority of the company, around 55% of the company has told that after the uses of the BI tool, their productivity has increased, okay. The figure may be here and there, but the point is that The majority of the company said that after the using of the power BI, okay, business intelligence, the visualization part, okay, the way they want to see the data, there are data, their productivity has improved, and there is a much more control in their productivity part, okay, or
Okay.
their business outcomes. And few companies said that they want to use it in the coming year, okay, for that. So that's why if you see that in the recent time that BI usage across the company has increased it. Okay. Now coming to
Okay.
the Python part. Okay, this was the point why we need it, what it does,
Visualize.
what visualization does it, why we need it, how it can help us. Okay, and how the future would be, that we have seen it. Okay. Now coming to certain of the visual part. Okay, so now I'll open some new. Okay, I'll share with you. So your visualization, okay. Plus one. So first, if I want to import any file, what I need to import it? Pandas package, right?
Fine.
Okay, so aliasing done. Okay. Now for your visualization, I need to import. We will be learning Seaborn. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
Seaborn is a package we will be learning. Okay, Seaborn, and I will show you some of the part of the plotly at the last. Okay, and
Mhm.
Seaborn is very easy to use. It is an wrapper type of API type of thing. Okay, which is made on top of this. Import Matplotlib. Okay, is a package name in that pyplot as PLT. Okay, we will be using this. Okay, this Matplotlib. Matplotlib is a very low level of using it. If you see that it is a
Matplotlib.
Matplotlib. Mat is the there. Okay, so it is the graphics in the Matplot. Okay, it is inspired by the your MATLAB. Okay, so and but it is
Okay.
very low level. It means that to create a graphs, I mean, you can control the graphs at very granular level. Okay. Whereas Seaborn, it is easier to use and gives the very beautiful graphs. Okay. So that is what
Okay.
we're doing it. Now done. So df is equal to pd dot read. So we will be using this data. Okay. So,
Overseas. Okay.
okay. So this is, I will be sharing this to you. Okay. So don't worry. So I read the data into data frame. Okay. Now, first thing is that whenever you load the data, just put the head. What head does?
It will give initial 5 records. Default.
Perfect. So 5 record, it is showing to us. Okay. So you can see that different columns are there. Normalized losses, make,
Okay.
fuel type, aspiration, number of doors. It is related to some automobiles. Okay. Body
Okay.
style, convertible, hatchback, sedan. Okay. Drive wheels, engine location, wheel base, engine size. Okay, lot of. If you want to see all the columns, use this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now we can see that. So info says that okay, I have 7 floating columns, 9 integer object, 10. Okay. So this is what we are checking it. Okay. Now we will see that whether there is any null values are there or not. So it suggests that there is no null value. Okay, there is no empty value. Okay, this is there. Before using it, we can have Okay, so we can see it. The data. So we can see the data, okay? That how the data is, that everything you can, for initial days, it is better to, look through the Excel sheets and all, because it will be giving you more control about what type of different datas are there. Okay, so you can check it. So, okay, for a larger data set and all, because it will be very hard to check it through the your Excel sheets and
Excel.
all.
Yeah.
Okay, if it is possible, always have the practice to check in data first. Okay, because some of the
Okay.
things you may miss it out while using the Python. Okay, initially, once you become the
Okay.
expert, you may not, because people are more equipped to use Excel sheet rather than using
Yes.
certain new tool, right? So we checked it. Now the point is that if I want to, okay, so if you see that in the data, what graphs, what are the important type of graphs are there? Okay, important type of graphs are there. Okay, so certain graphs are your um, like I want to see the distribution, how my data is distributed, whether it is a normally distributed, uh, whether it has a different type of distribution. Okay, how the data is distributed. So for that, we can use the, earlier there was distribution plot. Okay, otherwise you can use hist plot. Okay, hist plot is there. You can give data is equal to data is equal to your df. It means data is at df. Okay, and you can
Okay.
give it which column you want to check it. Suppose I want to check it your price. Okay, distribution of the price of the automobiles. Okay, so I can use simply price. Okay, so you can see that it is giving you
Okay.
the histogram of that. Okay, that how it is distributed. Okay, KDE is equal to true. Okay, so what
What is
happens?
X?
Huh?
What is X?
X is the
X value.
x-axis,
Axis.
x-axis,
Axis.
x-axis.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
in the x-axis I am giving the price. Okay, these are the price. So it is saying that 5,000 to 10,000, these many, means it must be in dollar. 60, a total count of your observation are 60, followed by 10,000 to this bins. This
Yes.
is around 45. Okay, it is telling. So before that, let's see the shape of our data. It means how much rows and columns are there. Okay, so we have 201 rows and 26 columns are there. Okay, so we are seeing it this. Okay, let's see that there is any another thing. SNS. Okay, KD plot data is equal to df. Okay, x is equal to price. So you can see that this is,
This KDE means
it is a kernel density estimator. What it does, it, okay, it takes the values right in the order. If you see that it is in the
yes.
order, but it takes it uh, it takes your this first it takes the average part. KD is that it is takes the average part. When you do it, what it will do, that it will take, like here you can see KD, I made KD is equal to true. Okay, KD
Yeah.
kernel.
Yeah.
So what it does, it takes the first few values average. Okay, first few values, because I am starting from 5,000 to 10,000. So it taken the
Yes.
average of few value. Here it has taken the values, so it makes the smoothing impact. Okay, so it is a smoothing impact. Okay, so this is what
Okay.
KD is that. Okay, let's see that. I don't know whether it works. Okay, so if I put it fill, it has filled it. Okay, if I didn't put the fill, okay, it has filled it. Now
Select color it will be.
okay, I think this is the same color. I is um, rainbow. No, I think I'm this. Okay, it is not taking color. Okay, color only fill is equal to true. Okay, so there are some palettes are there which we will be talking about, but this is how your distribution is. Now you can see that majority of your uh, prices are between your 10,000 to 15,000. If you see that, okay,
Mhm.
across
Right.
10,000 only. So we are able to identify this is there. Okay. So remember that use the hist plot. Remember only one of the plots. Okay. Because these are
Okay.
used for the distribution. Okay. Distribution, check
Mhm.
it. If you check it this or check it this. Okay. So you can see it that this plot has the same. Okay.
Okay.
Same type of distribution. Only here some smoothing impact is there. So it is there. So actually earlier I used to use this distribution plot, but I just read it that it is dist plot. Okay, dist plot. So if you put x is equal to df dot price, so see if you see that it is deprecated function. Okay,
Get it. Okay.
it is going to be deprecated. Okay, so for that instead of that hist plot is being used. Okay, so these are
Okay.
for used for the distribution purpose. Anything you use it, you are done. Okay,
Okay.
now
Okay.
if suppose I want, like I want the price should be, okay, you can see it here. Okay, so you can see that diesel vehicles have the lower prices. You're seeing it, right? It
Yes.
has
Yes.
I have hue means divide this thing based on your color, divide based on the color. So you can see that gas has the higher price ranges, whereas diesel has the lower price ranges. Okay,
Mhm. Okay.
so you can now understand how the price is differentiating. The same thing here you can do it. Okay, remember you have to
Okay.
remember only hist plot. Okay,
Okay.
okay, I am just giving you that it is related to the distribution part. Okay, so if you remember one, okay, because
Okay.
if you have to do analysis, so you can see that. Okay, same thing.
Hmm.
Okay, here I can make kd is equal to false, so it will be more visible. Okay, so you can see it, this is there. Okay, diesel in one case, okay, there are certain price segments where diesel is exceeding. Okay, for the certain group it is saying that. Okay, otherwise generally the diesel price, the automobiles are lower. Okay, so this is for the distribution. Hue generally we use for the categorical type of variable. Okay, to differentiate it whether, okay, how, I mean, based on that particular thing, how price are changes. Okay, so this is the one
Okay.
point. Okay, one point. Okay, now suppose I want to see that how price is. So price you have seen. Okay, now you can see the box plot. You can write simply like the price. If you give the simply price, x is
Box.
equal to df dot price, it creates a box plot. Okay,
Okay.
so it tells that there are certain, so box plot you remember it. Okay,
Mhm.
so the median price is this much, 10,000. This is what it represent. Okay, it gives you that. Okay, there are certain your automobiles which has a very high price. You can see that. Okay, these are the outlier. Okay, which is slightly way ahead of the normal prices of the automobiles. So this gives you the one particular thing, okay, that certain has a very high price, certain. So this is there. Now the same thing I want to see from the SNS dot box plot, because for me it is very easy for the any analysis box plot. Okay. Okay. So what you can do that by style, right? It was fuel type. Okay. So I'm doing df dot fuel type and y is equal to df dot price. Okay. So
Okay.
it gives you very good comparative analysis. Okay. Now this is what it is showing to you. Okay. Now if you see it from here perspective, okay, for certain areas your means the prices were slightly high. Okay. Slightly high.
Okay.
Otherwise it was showing that the price of the, okay, uh, it was showing that no it was a, sorry, it was a number of counts, right? So majority of the, it is showing the count, okay, with the price. Okay. So it was
Yeah.
showing that your the majority of the your automobiles are from the gas, okay, and certain are the diesel. Okay. Price was actually, if you see that, it is fine, it has the same type of range. Diesel diesel, if you see that, it has a range from here to here, whereas your
Yes.
petrol has a range from this to this. Okay. Now here what we are doing it, analyzing it, okay, price, okay, of the gas separately and the diesel separately. So we are seeing it, the price of diesel vehicles are actually more.
More.
Okay. What I told you, instead of the price, it was the count. Okay. So it is a more. The average price of the petrol vehicles are less.
Less.
This is what we also know, right? That diesel
Yeah.
vehicles are slightly expensive. Okay. Slightly expensive.
Yes.
Because this is what the median is. If you see that the median is this, and this is the median for this. Okay.
Diesel.
Around 10,000 your gas are there, and around 13 to 12,000 it is for the diesel. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you can see from the perspective, this is the one perspective of seeing it. Okay. So I can see this. Now you can also put fuel type. Let's see what are the columns are there. DF dot columns. Body style. Okay. So I want to see it from the hue is equal to df dot body style. Okay. Okay. What I'll do, I'll make it in separate. So you can see it. Okay. It is saying that body style. Okay. So what I'll do, I will make slightly bigger. Okay. So for making the bigger, plt dot figure fig size is equal to, so you can see it now. Okay. So you can see it. This is the,
Yes.
so now this is there. So now you can see that for the gas type, there are all the ways: convertible, hatchback, sedan, wagon, okay, hard top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a very less variant for the diesel. You are seeing it?
Yeah.
Diesel. You are seeing wagon is there, okay. Then green one is sedan, and there
Sedan.
is this is there, okay. Which color is that? Uh,
No, no color is there.
there is something, okay. There is something, okay.
Okay.
So it is not, I'm not able to recognize it, so we will check it. Okay, so important point is that we can check it, right? We can go to the like I can do for you that, like ed dot cross tab. Okay, so I want what is that, fuel type. What was that? Body style. Okay, so diesel, there is a hard top. This is a hard top. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the hard top. You can see that, right? Diesel hard top is there. Okay, there is no convertible car in your diesel. Okay, there is a hard top for diesel. There is a hatchback is also there. So something is also here, right? If you see that, only one observation is there. Okay, one observation is there. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so what happened, right now I'm checking that, because I'm not knowing that what is this. Okay, so if you can see it here, uh, convertible is not available here. Okay, we saw that
Okay.
vegan and hard top was only one variant was given in our observation. Okay, so I wanted to see that what is the price of this. So vegan has this much, so this is a vegan. Okay, oh no, it is, which one is bigger? This one is bigger, right? Compared to this, five, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is hard top and this is vegan. Okay. To check
Okay.
this, I'm checking it. Okay. So because I wanted to see that what is the price. Okay. Because both have one observation. Okay. So the
Okay.
point is that diesel car do not make that much of the vegan or the hard top. Okay. Based on this observation. Okay. This based on this observation, it says that very less selling of perhaps maybe hard top or vegan. Okay. So,
Okay.
okay, because we do not know the purpose of the data, why it is collected, but from the suppose that it has been given by your organization to look into that. Okay, so you know that, okay, they have given based on the selling. Okay, so based on that, you know that this is expensive and this is not, liked by that. If you see vegan in the diesel segment, it is very high price, right? If you see 8,000 above
Yes.
the in the gas variant, you can see that, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now you can see that this in the diesel, this green one, whatever it is, green one, sedan is actually popular in both
Same.
the segments. Okay,
Correct.
slightly the price, okay, slightly the price for the diesel variants are slightly up, correct, compared to this.
Correct. Correct. Yes.
You can see that. Okay, then red one is that, red one is your vegan. I don't know what
Vegan.
is vegan. Okay, so you see that vegan also has the high price. Okay, then we have
Yes.
already seen that, so generally it is there. Okay, now but the important point is that if you see normally, okay, sns dot count plot. Okay, so I want to see the df dot fuel type. Actually new version, actually this is the new Seaborn version. Okay, it requires this. It has changed everything. Actually I had to install for one class, something was not working, and because
Okay.
due to this some of the functionality has changed, so
Okay. That applicable.
it is upgraded. Okay, so certain functionality changes. Before that I used to use directly. Okay,
Okay.
for that only that some of the things does not work directly. Okay, so you can see that one important point is that in our observation, the most popular automobile is a gas auto. It is a count plot. It is saying that how many counts are there. Okay,
Count service.
count plots. Okay, so if you can see that around 200 data points are there. In that
Of gas.
175 above, okay, around 180 is a gas, and 21 22 is around your diesel. Okay, so gas is a more popular. Why it is more popular? Okay, why it is more popular? Because I have
The
seen
cost is
price
less.
is
Price is less.
less. Correct. So
Average price is less.
average price is less, because here also we have seen it, this price. Okay, we have seen it, right? So it is less. So this is there. So we have used box plot, we have used histogram. Okay, histogram is used for count purpose only. Okay, count purpose, how many your observations are there. But it is same as a histogram which you have seen in your school and colleges, like 0 to suppose 5,000. How many in this range? How many cars are there? Zero.
Mhm.
Okay, from 5,000 to 10,000,
Okay.
how many cars are there? Okay, so it is around 56. So this is what it is plotted. Okay, this
Okay.
is what it is plotted here. Okay, so KD is that average of that. It takes the average of the first few values. So it is smooth. Okay,
Okay.
it is smooth. This is what we have seen. We have seen the box plot. Box plot I have used directly for the numerical. It is unless until there is a numerical variable, you can't do it. Okay, same thing is for this part.
History.
Okay, now you can see it here. What I have used it, I have used two variable.
Okay.
One is a categorical, another is the continuous. Without continuous, you cannot use it directly. Remember that. Okay, point number
Okay.
one. Okay, point number one, whenever you are passing data to any of the graphs, it should be numerical. Okay, there are certain exception like count plot. Okay, because internally it counts it. Okay, otherwise remember that you have to provide some numerical equivalent if it is not working directly, because many graphs does not take the
Mhm.
categorical directly. You have to provide some numerical equivalent. Okay, okay, some
Okay.
terminology apart from one or two which internally converts it. Okay, number one point.
Okay.
Okay, count plots give the count, where directly you can give the categorical. Okay, remember,
Categorically. Okay.
categorical. Okay, this is one. I have shown you two types. Okay, here I said that x is equal to this, otherwise I have written in a two format. If you see that data is equal to df, when I put the data is equal to df, it has an access of all the data frame, and then I can give the coordinate, and I can say that what variable to use. So directly I am using the variable name. Okay, otherwise if you
Okay.
see that here I have used df dot price.
Column name.
I didn't put it. Otherwise you can also put this
DF. Okay.
price. Okay,
Price. Okay. Okay.
okay, and you can use data is equal to df.
Ah,
So it will work. Got it?
got it. Got it.
Okay, chalo, we'll connect after this. Okay, chalo, bye.
Ah, okay.